Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog, another day. I am sitting outside once again. I feel like this is my new spot, but I spend a lot of time out here. I'm in a screened-in porch, which you can kind of see the bar now. You can't really tell where I'm at, but it is a beautiful day. I actually think it's supposed to be in the 70s today, but you know, it's chillier mornings and evenings, and so in the shade, it's still not really cold, but I'm comfortable in a sweatshirt, which is like my favorite. Anyways, I have been busy this morning, just kind of chores, cleaning. I got the dishwasher going, finished up some DIYs, and I'm out here to edit is what I'm doing. But I just made myself a cup of tea, my favorite thing ever. Let me show you. So I talked to you guys a lot about my chai tea lattes and with that concentrate, and I still like that. But and that can be served hot or cold. As we're going into the cooler weather, I've been enjoying hot cups of tea lately, and I have just a plain chai tea, green tea, spice chai green tea, I think is what it's called. And I've been making that with that pumpkin pie sauce, Starbucks dupe that I shared in a video. I will link that for you. I just made another batch of it today. It takes just a few minutes to whip it up, and then it lasts, you know, depending on how much you have it. But put a little bit of that in, a couple tablespoons of that, and a little bit of vanilla almond milk. This is delicious, and it's not like intense pumpkin-y, but it actually has pumpkin puree in it. It's not just like pumpkin spice. Anyways, I'm gonna sit out here and do some editing. It's beautiful. Listen to the birds chirping, and we'll see what today holds. I really need to get this video edited and uploaded, and I already have dinner figured out for tonight. Jesse's gonna grill some steaks, or it might be a steak. I pulled it out of the freezer, and I can't tell if it's like one big one or if there's like two in there. It says it's a New York strip steak. We bought our beef from like a farmer, bought like half of a cow, and so we have like lots of different cuts, but I'm not totally sure what's in there until I thought, but it's definitely enough for two of us. And I think I'm gonna make a sweet potato casserole and salads is my plan for now. So I don't know, I'll check in with you in a little bit. I gotta get some editing done. All right, it's 2 o'clock. I'm finally eating. The tea filled me up for a little bit, so made myself a little breakfast burrito and a glass of orange juice. I don't usually eat breakfast at breakfast time, so if I'm in the mood for breakfast food in the afternoon, that's what I eat. All right, so I ate outside. I'm still outside. I'm finishing up a video, and then I'm gonna have to make myself do something inside. It's easy to just wanna stay out here because it is so beautiful out, and maybe have like another month where we can spend a decent amount of time out here. But anyways, I wanted to mention, I think that's in a different video. I was gonna say it was in the same video as the pumpkin spice sauce, but it's not. But these cookies, I'll link that video for you too. These are so good. If you are not a candy corn fan, just leave the candy corn out, put something else in, just leave them out altogether. The cookie itself is awesome. I'm thinking of using the same recipe for like Christmas cookies and putting something else on top. So good. But I just needed to hop on to tell you that. I'm finished editing, my video's uploading. I'm just working on some of the details in the thumbnail, and then I'm gonna make myself go work on some stuff in the house because I need to. I have stuff I need to get done, but it's just so beautiful out. Let me show you. All right, I finally got inside, got off my butt from the porch. It's just so beautiful out. Took care of some stuff, but I'm going to get dinner prepped because I'm not sure exactly when we'll be eating, because Jesse's gonna grill the steaks, and so I need to wait to see when he's gonna get home. And then sometimes we eat a ways after he gets home, but because he's gonna be the one grilling the steaks, we'll probably eat shortly after he gets home. So I don't know yet, but I'm gonna get a head start with the sweet potato casserole. So I have just scrubbed up some sweet potatoes, and I have a lined baking sheet lined with foil, sprayed. I washed the sweet, ouch, and I just stabbed my finger. Good golly. It's a good thing that was only a fork, but I did draw blood. Okay. Before it gets on the sweet potatoes, I'm grabbing myself a second fork.
washed and dried my sweet potatoes. And I'm just stabbing them. And I'm going to throw them in the oven. Goodness gracious. Throw them in the oven for half an hour, flip them, half an hour. You know, you want them nice and tender. You can also put them in the microwave. You can do the Instant Pot if you have that. I do not. So I'm just doing it this way. And then I will just leave them probably until I'm ready to actually make the sweet potato casserole. I think I'm trying a new recipe. The one I found, I don't think is one I've done before. We're just stabbing them with a fork so they don't explode on us. I'm running out of time before my finger starts bleeding on food. All right, I'm gonna throw these in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm actually gonna try to get a shower in between, and then I'll flip them and then do another 30 minutes, and then we'll come back to dinner later. All right, guys, it's time to get things going. I got my steak coming to room temperature. It's one large, huge steak like this big. So hopefully it's thawed. I seasoned it with salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. You can kind of see it there. I've got my sweet potatoes. I got 1 egg in here. I'm adjusting the recipe that I'm following because I don't think I have as much, quite as much sweet potatoes. I've got 1 stick of unsalted butter. We're gonna put in a little bit of salt, some vanilla, and it calls for a ½ cup of sugar. I'm not gonna put in quite that much. This is a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna put a little bit less. Actually, just a little over a 1/4 cup there because I have a tiny bit left in this bag. But like I said, I don't have as much sweet potatoes, I don't think. Plus, there is a streusel topping on the top with some brown sugar in it. And I'm just gonna use my hand mixer as what it recommends. So that's what we're gonna do. And just mix it for, it says 4 to 5 minutes. We'll see how mine comes together. But we wanna whip it nice and smooth. And I have the oven preheating to 375. All right, I've got a 2-quart baking dish that has been greased. We're just gonna move our mixture into this. We're gonna pop it in the oven. I think it said for 20 minutes, but I'll have the recipe linked down below. While this is in the oven, we'll make the streusel topping. All right, so we're gonna make the topping, and it is supposed to be 1 stick of melted butter, a whole half a cup, but I just did a half of a stick because I feel like I already used a whole stick, and I don't think I have as big as the recipe calls for. So I'm gonna adjust this a little bit, but the recipe calls for a ½ cup of flour. So again, I'm adjusting it a little bit. And a cup of brown sugar. Don't mind my measuring skills here. And then also some chopped pecans. I have mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of nuts like in stuff. I mean, if I'm somewhere and it's in there, I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna usually make it that way. So I don't mind them as like a snack by themselves, but let's see if we can get the right. I think we're looking for like a slightly crumbly texture here. And I think we're gonna get it with what I did. We'll see. I might have not adjusted the flour and the sugar enough compared to how much I adjusted the butter, but no, maybe not. It looks all right. So we're just gonna set this aside until that first, it was 25 minutes initially for the casserole. Jesse is outside with the steak. It is going to probably take a little while because it's a big old steak. I should have showed it to you, but I'll show it to you afterwards. All right, so we are now going to add our topping. I usually just would do like a marshmallow, but I thought it'd be fun to try something different. And again, if you like the nuts, which I know a lot of people do, my husband would probably enjoy that, but I don't even have any. If I did, I would put it on like half of it. But this would be a great dish, obviously, for, you know, Thanksgiving or any nice holiday meal or a potluck of any kind. Feels like this is kind of a lot, but no complaints here. We don't often have a sweet dish in our main dinner, and sometimes we do on occasion. And when you do, it's fun and you just embrace it. I know some people don't care about that at all. I do try to do, you know, pretty decently healthy, at least what I think is healthy in my dinners, but sometimes you just got to indulge a little bit. All right, you're gonna put this back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. I don't think we'll be ready to eat. I know we won't be ready to eat then. Steak is definitely gonna take a little longer. I'm gonna whip up some salads. So after the 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, I'm going to cover it with foil and put it back in the oven and just turn the oven off. And that will help keep it warm until we are ready to eat. Okay, that's it. Dinner is served. It turned out the steak was 2 pieces. It just broke. It was down the middle and I didn't realize that. So steak, sweet potato casserole, and a side salad. As per usual, I forgot to end the video yesterday or last night, but dinner was delicious. It was a beautiful day, and that's it for now. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.